Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, and yes, this is another one of these videos where I'm giving my thoughts, and yes, that's right, because you read the title and you know what this is that I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on, etc. Yeah. And yes, I know, because, not a lot of people are looking forward to this. I don't blame them, and I respect and understand how, I'm sure, yeah, that goes for all of you and anybody whom follow me and, follow Little Blue. You guys are not satisfied with this. And yeah, just overall, I respect and understand your all's opinions. But for me, I'm entitled to my opinion, and I'm trying to be positive with this. But at the same time, yeah, I can't help but think of this, but yeah. So basically, and I've been meaning to do this kind of video for a while, especially as of now, with the official casting announcements on our three main characters for the upcoming Harry Potter series on HBO Max. Yes, because the official announcements of whom will be the new versions of Harry, Hermione, and Ron. So yeah. My thoughts on the casting announcements and with the upcoming Harry Potter series so far, yeah. Well, first off, even before it was announced on what was going to specifically happen, that apparently it was going to be another retelling, a new, adaptation of the books, and, the fact that we're getting new versions of these characters, and, yeah. I was thinking at first, and before all that maybe this would, this could possibly be canon to the movies, and we would, see the Hogwarts students, or if you get what I'm saying, imagine that. But nope. The show's going to be a new retelling, a new telling of the books, and so on. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because the movies nail Harry Potter. That's the version of Harry Potter we all love and enjoy, right? We all grew up with those movies. I don't know, but again, you can make the argument that, this will be, and yes, a new, adaptation of the books, and, we'll just have to wait and see how it's going to be done specifically, and if, there will be some differences to how the movies look. I mean, maybe, but still, but yes, with the casting announcements, because, so some of the first ones that had been announced to play the professors of Hogwarts, well, for Albus Dumbledore and McGonagall, Rubeus Hagrid, we have, say, John Lithgow, Janet McTeer, and Nick Frost. And as for Professor Snape, pardon me, because I might butcher some of his name, Papa Izadu, if I'm getting the full name right, but yeah. So he's been cast as Severus Snape, and also, yeah, I didn't really see this, where, yeah, Quirrell will be, this time, played by Luke Fallon, I think I said the last name right, and Argus Filch will be Paul Whitehouse. Well, I think so far, these are some pretty good choices. Hey, most notably, John Lithgow, Nick Frost, Janet McTeer. Come on, there's some great talented people. And, sure, yes, most notably John Lithgow, he's not British, but, it's obvious that he can do some spot-on accents, and no doubt that he'll pull off doing a British accent. And, I think that, yeah, he may be very acceptable for being the next Albus Dumbledore, and, with what he'll bring to Albus Dumbledore, not to mention that he had been speaking with a accent coach. I mean, yeah, obviously, and just to be sure, he's got it down, the right specific way for Dumbledore to speak with a British accent, yeah. Janet McTeer, well, I know most notably that my mom, shout out to my mom, she, has seen Janet before in some movies, and I know that I probably have, but yeah, just overall, no doubt that, she is a talented actress. I'm sure that, yeah, she will pull it off. Portraying, Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter, and, just have to wait and see what that's like. And Nick Frost, good old Nick Frost. Oh, yeah, I mean, who better to be Rubeus Hagrid than Nick Frost? Come on. I mean, the fact that we will be seeing him as Gobber in How to Train Your Dragon, that role suits him, of course, in the live action How to Train Your Dragon. And now that he's playing Rubeus Hagrid, oh, come on. There's no doubt that he's going to be excellent. Not the fact that, he is British, but, well, I mean, Robbie Coltrane was Irish, so I want to say, he did give Hagrid a I'm pretty sure, because, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, I could totally see Nick Frost in, say, the Hagrid getup, and, yeah. And it'll be interesting to see what he's going to bring to this Hagrid, yeah. But that's not to say that, from him, Janet, and Lithgow, they can never top off whom, the first ones whom played those characters in the movies. No doubt about it. And as for Papa as Severus Snape, well, I don't know. Again, I'm trying to be positive, and I know that, yeah, a good chunk of people are not satisfied with the casting of Severus Snape. But look, at the same time, with him being cast as Severus Snape, he cannot top off Alan Rickman. And yeah, I mean, besides, J.K. Rowling specifically wrote the character of Snape with Rickman in mind. And, if one day they would be turned into movies, she, rightfully so, handpicking Rickman as Snape. Yeah. Not to mention that, J.K. Rowling, who, she shared, and more on Rickman and with Rowling, because, Rowling did share a lot of stuff with Rickman on the character of Snape, even before, say, when it would make its way into the books. And, yeah, before any of us knew, and before, say, the final books came out, and then with the movies, and what more we got to know of Snape, and the fact that Snape was in love with Lily Potter, just, yeah. And, say what you will about J.K. Rowling, I know, but hey, for me, I still admire her for her creative side, okay? Is that okay? Just, yeah, creative side. Because, no J.K. Rowling, no Harry Potter, and no fandom, and just, you get what I'm saying. Just, yeah, the impact on those movies, we wouldn't have any of that if it wasn't for Rowling and when she wrote those books, okay? That's that. But, yeah. Simple as that for what I have to say. But yeah, just overall, with whom will be playing Severus Snape in this new adaptation of Harry Potter, well, we'll just have to wait and see. I have no doubt that he is a pretty good actor, and I don't seem to recall seeing him in anything else, but yeah, just overall, we'll just have to wait and see. And as for Luke Fallon and Paul Whitehouse, I know that I've seen them before, yeah, but, I can't think of the movies I've seen them in right now, but, I'm sure as though they might pull it off, and it looks like that Paul Whitehouse may pull it off very well as Mr. Filch, yeah. But of course, he could not top off David Bradley, because, golly, because what he brought to Filch, just everybody, what they brought to the characters in the movies, there's no topping them off. This, bar none, just, yeah. But, overall, I'll have to wait and see, with the big-time people that will be playing the professors, what they're going to bring to these characters in the series. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, and last but not least, whom has been officially casted as our three main kid characters, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Hermione will be played by Arbella Stanton, Ron Weasley will be played by Alistair Stout, and Harry Potter will be played by Dominic MC Lavin, if I'm getting the last two names right, but yeah. So they are now they're going to be our three main characters of this new adaptation of Harry Potter, and well, I of course have seen the images of them and when they were announced to be playing those characters, and I did see this on Facebook, an audition tape from Arbella Stanton, her auditioning for Hermione. I don't know, I think she did pretty well in the audition, and I know that people are complaining about the casting on Hermione. I haven't seen that much on, say, Harry and Ron. You know, for one thing, like, seeing the image and appearance of Alistair and Dominic, they seem like that they're gonna be good choices, and they just about resemble, like, what Ron and Harry are supposed to look like in the books. I mean, you know, that started with, say, Rupert and Daniel, and yeah. But, you know, look, you gotta bear with them, guys. They are just about they are just about to get started acting, and this is their first time, you know, that they're going to be doing some acting, and for this, so just, we gotta bear with them, okay? We can't just immediately jump down at their throats or something, you know what I mean? Because they just got started. They're harmless. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just, come on. Do we immediately have to just go after them or something, just, and complain? Give these kids a chance, okay? Ugh. And, you know, the same went for, you know, Emma, Rupert, and Daniel. Well, I mean, because, I mean, obviously, like, nobody was, you know, like, sending bad messages or something like that to them at that time, but, you know, some of them had done some acting. I know that Daniel did a bit of acting just before doing Harry Potter, but, you know, my point being is that I'm hoping that for these three kids, who will be the new Harry, Ron, and Hermione, that they will succeed, okay? You know, for all we can do right now is just maybe possibly hope. The show may have something worth promising. Like, it may have something that may be good, like, and, you know, overall, may not top off, like, of course, why would it? Can't top off the movies, but, you know, have to wait and see. By the way, I can't remember because, like, I think all of them are the only ones that we've heard that have been cast for the series. I know I've heard, like, I've seen where some other actors and actresses, I think, yeah, because they've expressed interest in being a part of this. Even, like, I've seen where Gary Oldman expressed interest in coming back to the world of Harry Potter, this time as Albus Dumbledore. Could you imagine that? Yeah, I don't know. Just have to wait and see. You know, and until we get more casting announcements, and when the time comes for the show to be underway, because, I mean, you know, they're obviously getting there, but, you know, there's still got to be some more casting to do, and then there go, just, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I've got to say as of now, because, yeah, by this point in this video, yeah, overall and in closing, I'm wanting to give this a shot, okay? I think that those that are so far that have been cast, they seem like good choices. And for the three kids, we gotta give them a chance, okay? Let's not jump down at their throats or something. You know what I mean? Just, come on. Alright, but yeah, and I know I was rambling some, but, you know, hey, I'm not the only one that's done this, but yeah, with the best I can say in this video. But yeah, in closing again, I'm willing to give this a shot. I know for a fact that, yes, it could not top off the movies, but yeah, etc., etc. So, what about you guys? What are your thoughts so far on the upcoming Harry Potter series on HBO Max? And with the casting announcements so far, and now that we know whom is going to play our three main characters, do you think that maybe, possibly, it could turn out good? Are you willing to give this a shot? Any of you that are trying to be positive with this, but yeah, probably a good majority of you, not so much, but yeah. But as for me, I'm trying to, okay? Doing the best I can, and I always try my best, you know, and I'm usually positive and soft and honest with certain things, just, you know, you get what I'm saying. But yeah, and, you know, what do you think the visual style for this show will be like and how it's going to be done? And, you know, just overall, what do you think of this so far? And who would you like to see, who else would you like to see be cast as the rest of these characters? And, you know, You nervous? Just let me know. And, what did you think on what I've had to say with my thoughts and such? Just, leave comments and give this video a like, as always. And with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me giving my thoughts on what I so far think with the casting announcements and with, this on its way, a Harry Potter show. It's another retelling, a new adaptation of the books. Yeah, and when we get more updates, I'll plan on making another one of these. Yes. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and peace out. Expelliarmus.